In the last couple of months going to years, I've been using PayPal right here in Nigeria. But recently, just some weeks back, PayPal decided to shut down my account. It was very painful. Yes, even though I did not have a lot of money inside, at the time it was shut down because I had to quickly use the money inside that account. It began to give me a lot of concern that, wait, if I could be doing it legitimately, how about others who are trying to also do and run PayPal and have PayPal accounts legitimately? And this got me to embark on a search. I decided to go find out how can I have a fully functional PayPal right here in Nigeria. And so in this video, I'm going to walk you through different ways you can actually have a PayPal that is fully functional. Now, some of them are things that I've tried in the past, and I'm even going to tell you some of my own story as I move on in this video. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start walking you through each of them one after the other. Now, I'm putting all the options here on the table for you so that you know exactly what you need to do per time in case one works, in case the other does not work, so that you can always find your way around that. Now, the interesting thing with PayPal is you can always delete an account and start all over again. In fact, that is what I did, and I'm going to tell you the story in a couple of seconds. Hi, I am Dayo Samuel, and this is Audacity2Lead, where we give you the courage and the necessary insights you need to lead with more influence. If you run a service-based business and you are looking for business and marketing insights that can help you lead your business in the direction that matters to you, you are in the right place. One of the reasons why I'm doing this video is because I thought, what if I can actually empower more Nigerians to be able to legally use PayPal here in Nigeria? Now, I'm going to first of all mention here that my own personal PayPal, I've had it for maybe 6-7 years now. I can't use it to receive payments, and by the way, that is the major limitation on most of the PayPal accounts around Africa. I used to think it was particular to Nigeria until I began to see that it's also the same thing in Ghana and maybe a few other countries in Africa. Some other countries in Africa are not like that, and I'm going to share maybe one of them with you in this video. Not to waste your time, let's quickly get into this. How can you have a PayPal account right here in Nigeria? I'm going to walk you through ways that are working as at this moment of doing this recording. Number one out of the bag is for you to travel out of Nigeria, particularly to travel out of Africa, and then when you are there, set up a fully functional PayPal right from where you travel to, particularly out of Africa. And let me give you a little example here. So I had a friend who traveled to Dubai, and while he was in Dubai, he set up a PayPal for himself. Until now, he's still using that. And I found that because he used did all the verification in there to do before he left to Dubai, when he got to Nigeria, all he needed to do was just to add a different payout method to as Nigeria, but he didn't need to start all the verification all over again because that was already done. So that's the first way. If you can, travel out of Nigeria, travel out of Africa, and try and set up PayPal while you're out of Africa. The second method I have seen to work that I have been using before is to get a friend of yours who is living out of Nigeria to set up the PayPal account for you. So maybe you have a friend who's living in Australia. In fact, in my own case, I had a client and an aunt who lives in the UK. So she basically set up the entire account for me, and all I needed to do was just to be logging in and doing all my transactions, pulling out, funding the account, receiving payments. In fact, the affiliate programs that I am a part of, most of them try to pay with PayPal, and so that has been the PayPal that I was using. So recently I received about $1,000 something in my account, and that seemed to be the first time that that kind of funds was entering my account. And then about $600 entered my account again, the same PayPal, and PayPal had to send me an email that they will need to cross-check and do some other verification in order for my account to continue functioning. And I was like, I don't understand. When did this begin? How long have they been doing this? So I reached out to a friend, and he actually told me that that's one of the things PayPal usually does, especially if I am using UK. And so I realized that if somebody creates the account for you, the best thing you will need will be the person who most likely need to use their information, and you will just need to have the login details and be logging in right here in Nigeria. Now that leads me to this third means of having a fully functional PayPal, and that is for you to be using a VPN. Now VPN could be as simple as using a Chrome extension that allows you to change your IP address from Nigeria to other country, particularly to the country where that PayPal is associated with. And in my case, in the past, what I've used before has been UK. So anytime I need to log into my PayPal, I will switch from Nigeria to UK. That is, I'll use my VPN to switch from Nigeria to UK. But on the long run, I found that is very, very limiting. Sometimes I want to work on my phone, or maybe I'm in a place where I can't access my laptop and I need to quickly do something on my phone. Then the verification process begins almost all over again. At one point, I had to select that PayPal should never request verification on that particular device on my smartphone. It was when I did that was the only time I was able to stop that. But eventually, that account was shut down. Still, that's the second account being shut down, right? Which leads me to the way to get a fully functional PayPal right here in Nigeria. This is the way that you can basically sit down right here, sit down and do everything on your own. The idea is simply you want to find a country in Africa that allows a country in Africa that has fully functional PayPal, and then you want to sign up using that country. And I know off the top of your head you might be wondering, that also doesn't sound legal. Now here is what you need to understand. When I'm saying that you should sign up from a different country, whether Africa or out of Africa, what you need to understand is that there is something called bilateral relations between countries, which allows citizens of those countries to do business in the other country or to do business with somebody in the other country. And this is completely legal. In fact, it's one of the reasons why you have something like ECOWAS, Economic Community of West African States, something like that. That's one of the reasons, is so as to enhance bilateral relations between trading states, so to say, or trading nations, so to say. So what you want to do then is you want to actually go set up one of them. So let me show you how to do one of them right now. So looking over my shoulders, I'm going to go ahead and create a PayPal account in another African country, so that you can see how that works. Now, when you open up PayPal here, you will see NG. What you want to do is you want to change it from NG to LS, and LS simply means Lesotho. I want you to observe something. Can you see that on even the homepage, there are a lot more options? You can see here that there's personal, pay online, send payments, get paid. Here you have business. You see all business solutions accept payments online, send invoices, sell internationally. But there's nothing like that. There's partners and developers here, but there's practically nothing like that with a Nigerian PayPal. Okay, so if you type paypal.com, what you most likely see will be paypal.com/ng, and this is what you get to see. So you see, it is simpler, safer way to pay online. It doesn't even allow you to receive money. What I did recently was to switch from paying online to a business account, and I thought that when I open a business account that is going to allow me to be able to receive money. It still did not work, because I tried everything I can to ensure that it works, but it still did not work. So you see, PayPal is only for buyers here in Nigeria. So what you then want to do is, of course, you can scroll down and read anything you want to read, but what you want to do is click on this sign up here, and I'm going to sign up for an account right about now. So in this case, the type of account that I'm going to be opening will be a business account. So it's going to be a business account. Because it's a business account, I'm going to be using a business email. So this is the email that I will use for this. I use that to sign up. It says I should create a password. So I have entered password now. I'm simply going to click continue, and it says tell us about your business contact. The business contact is going to be Dio, and then it's going to be Samuel. And then business details, legal business name is going to be Audacity2Lead. You can see that it's even trying to fill up my address and everything. Trading name is the same as business name, so
If I select this, it's simply going to just fill out all the other information. Now here is where it gets interesting. This place you want to choose a phone number, that choose a Nigerian phone number. So you can see right now it's currently using Lesotho, which is +266. So you want to change it to a Nigerian phone number. Business email. So this is primary currency. One of the things you want to pay attention to while you are doing this is you want to choose your primary currency, and then by clicking agreement you are accepting. So click that. So you see it says describe your business. Just choose any from the one you have here. In our case, this is a partnership. So country of incorporation, you can change the country of incorporation. Business URL, that will be www.audacity2lead.com. and then product or service, you can scroll through to find the one that will fit exactly what you are doing, but in this case I'm going to choose business services. That is what we do. And then date established, that should be September. So this is more about me. Personal date of birth, this is 18. Our best recommendation would be to use an international passport. At least that one shows that you are really international. So I'm using my passport. And then home address, definitely. So tell us more about your business. To comply with tax law, we're required to ask this in 2000 the organization earn 50% or more of its gross income from dividends. I can choose to no. Let me see what's going to happen. As 50% or more of your organization held in real estate bank accounts, share stock, intellectual property, or similar income producing. Let me choose yes. Let's see what's going to happen. Is the organization a non-profit that meets all of these requirements? Charity, exempt from tax. It has no national entitled to its tax income even if it is dissolved. Is the organization a non-profit that meets all of these requirements? It's not a non-profit. Is the organization in liquidation or bankruptcy? No, it's not in liquidation or bankruptcy. Does anyone own or control more than 10% of the shares voting rights in your organization? Yes. So continue. Self-certify. Just click certify and submit, and then you are good to go. Welcome to your PayPal business account. So request or send this offer PayPal checkout on your website. You can set up online payments and all that. So basically here, if you come to this summary here, you have 0 in your account. You see, you have 0 in your account. You can get paid fast, unlike the other one that I showed you earlier, which is for Nigeria. It says action required, provide additional information. We need to collect additional information about your organization for compliance or regulatory reason. So now, when I was talking about my account being shut down earlier on, this was the main reason why I was shut down. This action required, I didn't get to do that early enough, so that caused my account to be shut down. For this, I'm going to leave it for a while and then come back to it afterwards. So what you get is you receive an email from PayPal once you are done with that. So the goal of that is basically for tax, nothing else. Now if you notice, based on this, you see these tools here. You see business, invoicing, request money, resolution center, send money, all tools. You see more customer resolution. Now the same business setup that I clicked on earlier on. Now let me click on this business setup here and let's see what's going to show us. You see, welcome to your PayPal business account. See all the things that it's giving us as options that were not available in the previous one.
And the final way to have a fully functional PayPal here in Nigeria is to use a service that a friend of mine introduced this to me, and it is something that is working for him currently. And I mean currently, based on my own research, this is the best way to have a fully functional PayPal. You know why I'm saying that? Because one, it comes with having a Stripe account, having your own business registration done outside Nigeria, particularly in London. That is, you have a UK Stripe account, you have a private company registered in your name in the UK, you also have your registered office address, you have the certificate certificate of incorporation, all your company documents will be delivered to you. Now, depending on any of the packages that you choose from this particular service called Privately, depending on any of the packages that you use, by the way, my friend told me that even if you go with the beginner package, which is less than $200, you can simply just add $50 and they will give you a PayPal account. Now, if you want to check that out, you can use the link in the description below to sign up for that, and that will give you a Stripe account. That means you are getting a Stripe account, you are getting a fully functional company as well as a PayPal address, that all of them in your name. Now, if you check what I have explained to you so far, you will realize that when I was talking about having somebody open it for you, maybe in the UK or maybe in the US, I said the person will have to use their names. Because why? Because of verification. Because when you are verifying, you will need the details will need to be in that person's name that is verifiable. Now, with a service like this, it becomes verifiable in your own name. That is, all the documents is going to be in your name. Even when PayPal requests for verification documents, you can simply share the business account information with them, and that's good to go. And in my own experience, when I was asked to provide documents, I didn't have any UK document that I could submit. The only document that I could submit was basically my Nigeria document. And somebody told me that, what do you think that the people who have PayPal that are working, especially UK PayPal, do you think they have documents? That the way they did it is to forge it? And I said, oh, me, I don't have that conscience bandwidth to accommodate that. So I had to make it clear that rather than doing that, let me go find a service that will do it for me. If it means this is all I have to pay, then I can keep paying. And by the way, it's just $100 every single year. Imagine paying $100 and you're using it to get all the privileges of an international citizen. So these are the ways that I believe you can have fully functional PayPal. If this video has been helpful to you and has provided to you insights that you can use to lead your business in the direction that matters to you, remember to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you can be a part of the conversations that we are having here. I am Dayo Samuel once again, and you can pick any of the videos that you find on my screen right here. Any of those videos will expand on some of the things I've talked about here, or maybe to even teach you something completely new. I'm going to see you next time.